After over 10 years of playing GTA 5 online and only 2 major DLCs a year, you can't really expect to find new content to play every single day. That's why in this video, I'm gonna show you already existing things that you might have forgotten about or just haven't touched in a while. These are definitely some of my favorite things to do in the game, so if you're bored, try these out. First up is, in my opinion, a super underrated and very fun activity to do with friends, and that's golf. You don't necessarily have to do it with friends, it could even be pretty fun with randoms. Now, don't expect this golf minigame to be at the level of like PGA Tour or something like that, just because that's a lot more professional and a lot more detailed. But for a minigame within a video game, this is actually a really fun game mode, and it doesn't get nearly as much attention as it deserves because it's actually fun. With that said though, it's actually very impressive the amount of detail that went into this minigame. Every shot you take, it tells you the exact distance it went, the exact amount of yards, and to swing for the ball, all you have to do is point your left thumbstick down, and then once you get to the yellow area that's shown on your meter, point the left thumbstick up, and then it swings it, and as accurate as you can get it, it's going to give you a perfect hit. And if you point up too early or too late, then it's going to give you a bad shot, of course. You can play it with up to 4 players. Highly recommend you try this out with your friends. I enjoy it a lot. Next up are going to be all the different collectibles we have in the game. If you don't know, in GTA Online, we have so many different collectibles that can not only unlock you cool items and clothing, but also get you a lot of money as a reward for it as well. Sometimes it would be 50,000, sometimes 100,000, and sometimes even a few $100,000 depending on the collectible itself. This could be the movie prop locations, the stone hatchet locations, also the alien UFO locations if it's Halloween time. I made a guide for a lot of them, so feel free to check them out. They could definitely be a lot of fun and something rewarding as well at the end. I personally really enjoy these little treasure hunts because it definitely keeps the game fresh and it keeps it exciting, because if you're just sitting there with nothing to do in GTA Online, this is an awesome activity that can get you a prize. So you're technically working towards something while having fun at the same time. Another thing you can do, which is kind of connected to the collectibles, is the wildlife photography challenge. You do get some good money for it, so highly recommend you do that. But in general, animals. The animals that were added to GTA Online are only available on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, so they're not on old gen consoles. So outside of the wildlife photography challenge, you could just chase around animals and find new animals that you didn't know exist. I actually enjoy finding new animals and trying to interact with them, because some animals would try to attack you if you're on foot, some would actually run away and then you can go and chase them around. There's so many different types of dogs and cats in the city as well, so animals are a great addition, and it's about time that Rockstar actually added them to GTA Online and not only in story mode. Another activity I really enjoy doing is just customizing cars. There are hundreds of cars in GTA Online, and chances are you didn't get to customize all of them, and a lot of them have very unique customization to that specific car. So scrolling through all the vehicle websites and choosing a new car to buy and then customizing it is honestly pretty fun. For that matter, even taking cars off the street and going and customizing them, because I don't know how many people actually take them into LS Customs off the street and actually take a look at some customization options. Some cars are very customizable, some cars are pretty boring, but try to find the most customization you can on a car that you didn't really expect it to have. If you're looking for the most customizable cars in GTA, I guess I'll link a video I made on that at the end. I really just like not only picking cool cars to customize, but also trying to make different designs. Sometimes certain cars look better with a certain paint job, some cars look amazing with a bright and neon paint job, and others probably look best with a stealthy look, maybe like an all black or like a midnight purple or something. And I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to different color combos as well. Then we have a big one that you can do both with friends and randoms. You can find these through community posts usually. Custom community jobs is some of the most fun I've ever had in GTA Online, and I highly recommend you do it yourself. These are custom made jobs by the GTA community, so it's not Rockstar created or anything, so automatically they're likely to be more fun just because the GTA community is so creative. There are endless possibilities to what these custom jobs could be. Sometimes they could be a last team standing, sometimes they could be a survival with a bunch of NPCs attacking you. I really like the parkour maps or the death runs where you have to dodge different obstacles and jump on different things and try not to fall off. Some cool OG game modes that are really popular around the community are Rockets versus Insurgents and Snipers versus Cars. If you know, you know. Those game modes are absolutely elite, and there's of course a lot of really cool races that have been made by people. A lot of the time some of those custom races would have wall rides or like big loops you can do with cars. It's very fun and very unique. These are things that for the most part you you just don't see in Rockstar created races. They're usually a lot more generic, so that's why in my opinion these are much better and much more fun. Big props to the amazing creators of these jobs because I have some of the best memories on those custom jobs with friends. If you're looking to play these, you can bookmark these custom jobs and then they appear in your bookmark jobs online. Through the Rockstar Social Club website, you can search for whichever type of race or whichever type of game mode you're looking for, or once again through community posts, which a lot of people just host a big playlist of these custom jobs. You can definitely still have a lot of fun with randoms around the community in these custom races and custom jobs. Next one you can also do through community posts, which is off-roading. Gather a couple of friends or join an off-roading community post, and it's actually very chill and very fun. You can definitely vibe with people. This might be surprising for a lot of people, but exploring the map and exploring cool trails that you probably didn't know about before is actually really cool. I guarantee there's some really cool off-road tracks that you probably didn't know about, like climbing up Mount Chiliad is the obvious one, and you should definitely do that too. But off-roading in the middle of nowhere in a place that you didn't even know about that turned out to actually be really fun and pretty challenging, like going up hills, that is where it's at. And some of the best off-road vehicles in the game include the Terminus, the Draugr, the Camacho, and if you're looking for a bike, the BF400 would be best. The next one is taking part in car meets. Unless you're a brand new beginner in GTA Online, chances are you got some pretty cool cars, so why not show them off with other people? Not only can you show off your cool rides and your cool designs, but you can actually get inspiration from other people and try to make their designs or something similar on another car maybe. This one's kind of tied to the car customization if you actually get inspired by other people's cars. I've definitely had a scenario in the past where I saw someone's car design and I thought to myself, that would look really cool on this other car. On top of that, a big thing about car meets is actually having them in the right location. Some people like to have them in the main LS Customs in the middle of the city. That's a pretty popular location. Or obviously you can start a takeover inside of the LS car meet. That's a place where you're safe from being griefed, so if you're worried about that, just do it inside of the LS car meet. There's honestly a lot of different really cool locations to have these car meets. For example, having one in the parking lot of the pier would be super cool. There's also the casino parking lot, which is a really cool spot for a car meet. I've been there a couple times for it. Of course, places like the airport or maybe parking garages, there's a lot of different places. That's yet another cool thing about car meets, where you actually do it in what setting. Another cool idea is doing the 5-star wanted level challenge. This is a pretty OG challenge where you get 5 stars on you, you try to lose the cops. It's a very old challenge that people used to do way back in the day in GTA 5, and chances are you probably haven't done it in a while, so feel free to go crazy, blow up as many cars as you want. Being in an armored weaponized vehicle would of course help out with that. This one's a really simple one, but feel free to give it a go because you probably haven't done it in so long. Next fun activity is collecting rare cars. Now I'm not talking about trading modded cars inside of the LS car meet, but I'm talking about the pre-modified vehicles that only spawn at a certain place at a certain time. I'm gonna make an updated guide on these pre-modified vehicles soon, but some of my favorite modded vehicles out of these would be the Nighttime Sentinel XS, the modded Sand Kings you can find next to Sandy Shores, and the Dubstud next to Los Santos Customs. Those ones are pretty hard to spawn in though. What I would do is try to collect as many of these as you can and then make a whole themed garage of these, so you have one full garage for these rare vehicles to spawn in. Now some GTA players really enjoy PvPing, so another activity would be to just PvP against tryhards and whatever griefers you can find. If you see someone especially picking on a low level, it's pretty popular for people that see that in a session to just team up on the tryhard that's killing a lower level. Because why not help a low level if you're bored anyway? That one's kind of an obvious and a lot of people already do it in sessions, but yeah, it's another activity if you're just sitting in a session without anything else to do. Shout out to the channel members on screen now. If you want to become one, press the join button or the link is down below in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you are new with the bell on so you don't miss any more awesome videos like these. And as I mentioned previously, click the video on screen now for the most customizable cars in GTA Online. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.